Hello everyone, this is an analysis of crude oil, starting this off on the 4 hour time frame just to kind of show you what's been happening, the breakdown that happened, kind of a letdown, but I got out of the trade early on Friday pre-market after it just had that weakness and I didn't see any overnight highs put in, so that we were drifting lower. We had a previous lower high, and then I just basically made the decision to get out of the trade, and I was pretty glad I did. As you can see, the price just broke down pretty hard after a failure to get back above this trend line that we were basically fighting with here. So um, it is what it is. It happens. The weekly candle still ended up closing a little bit bullish, but you know we're really close to this 50 period moving average on the daily time frame, and on the 4 hour we are also right there. So even though we closed below it, we are holding 50% of this overall move from the lows to the highs. So which is good. In essence, there is an opportunity for oil to still get itself together and potentially pop back off this 50% retracement up to the 38.2. If it can hold the 38.2, or at least maintain this level here at around 47, 60 or so, um, and also these lows here that were put in. So around 47, 40, 46, 44 or so. That's the level to watch as the support or for the bounce. But I think that we'll see oil bounce up a little bit before the next move. So as far as the way things are looking, it's kind of a mixed situation. It can really go either way at this point. The weekly chart still shows that there could be some more consolidation coming up. And on the daily chart that you now have in front of you, you could see that we are basically hovering over this 50, which, as I've mentioned before, as long as the price stays within and above this 50 period moving average, then everything should still continue to grind up higher. So that's what I'm kind of waiting for, is to see if we still can continue to see this consolidation now, but a little bit higher, because we basically had that breakdown and we bounced back up, and now we're basically trying to maintain this area up in here before we see either an upside breakout or a continuance to the downside. So that remains to be seen. I'm going to go ahead and just wait it out and see what happens, unless something catches my eye. Obviously, on Monday, that we are starting to obviously bounce off of these lows here and continue back up higher. But aside from that, the opportunity for further lows to be pushed to around this 46.50 level. That's what it's kind of looking like near the 786 mark on the fib. So that's also another potential move for oil, given the overall bearishness of this candle. Um, I still could see that a potential bounce up to this 47.70 level, as I was mentioning earlier, before we see any type of either move back to test the lows or continue back up higher. So it's a mixed situation, trying to give you both sides of the coin. Trade accordingly. Please use your stop losses. As you can see, with my own trade that I just was showing you, where I was long UWT, here, and it just didn't continue up. So, I caught one trade early in the week, got out, and then I was looking for that potential next move up higher. It didn't happen, so the stop loss, basically I took myself out of the trade. I didn't even wait for the stop loss at that point. So sometimes you just gotta, know when to fold them, and that's the key to a good trading plan, is to make sure that you're not just hoping and praying for something to work out, and that you're actually evaluating what's happening. So again, looking at this daily time frame, what I was looking at was this lower low on this candle here, where it was lower than this candle, even though it was a long day where we had a nice move back up higher to close, but unable to get back above that trend line. And essentially the next day, same thing, where we didn't see highs that at least matched the previous candle. So I took the gamble, if you will, of missing out on a further move, just so that I could protect my capital. And it was a good move. So members got out, some of them with profits, and others, got out with break even, or, slight loss, or as I like to call it, basically break even. And, they were all happy, as well as myself, that we got out of this position. So, it is what it is. You plan for all the scenarios, and hopefully they benefit you, whatever position you get into. But sometimes it doesn't happen, but you do what you do, and it still ends up serving the purpose, which is to preserve the capital. So enough with the rant. I gave you both sides of the coin in this trade. there is still potential again for us because we are between the 50 and the 200, so there is an opportunity for the price to kind of shake around in this area. So just keep all that in mind when you're making your trades. I'll update you all on Wednesday evening as per my usual bi-weekly video updates. I'm Moon Wall Street. This has been a presentation of thetradersperspective.com. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend.